Hey guys, I'm here today to talk to you guys about my favorite place in the entire world. It is on a beautiful 1,000-acre lake. It is prettier than the Maldives. It is happier than Disney World. There's luscious trees everywhere, friends all around. You guessed it, it's FFA Camp. So I want to talk to you guys today for just a little bit about, especially for those of you who have never been, about an opportunity that hopefully is still available to you this summer. Now I do want you guys to watch this all the way through because at the end of this video there's going to be instructions for a Google form that everybody needs to fill out regardless of if you plan to go to camp this summer or not. So I want to tell you guys all about it. FFA Camp, like I said, is my favorite place. It's gorgeous. It's the happiest place in the world. You go and there's so many friends and it's a judgment-free zone. And it's just a really fantastic place to spend your time. I personally have spent 37 weeks of my life at FFA Camp. That's almost 9 months, which is like the gestation of a child. So I've basically lived there for 9 months. I had the opportunity to go as a camper when I was in high school. I had the opportunity to be there as a state officer. I had the opportunity to work there in my summers in college and facilitate everything that happened. And then obviously to take students back to experience it for themselves since I've been teaching. So I want to tell you guys about FFA Camp and why I think literally everybody should go. If I had to pick one event, and you guys know we do a lot, our FFA was only going to do one thing all year, I would pick camp in a heartbeat. So if that says anything about it. FFA Camp is really cool. It's a week-long experience. This year it's going to be taking place from July 6th through the 10th. I've talked to the FFA Camp director, and as of right now, he is hopeful. He still wants to offer camp as long as things get better. That might be even only just having a couple sessions that are later in the summer, but he would like to offer that opportunity, which I think is really cool. So obviously when we're talking about committing to camp, it is in the situation that it still is happening and that things would be better by July. I want to talk to you guys about what camp is. Like I said, it's a week long. You would arrive on a Monday and leave on a Friday. While you are at camp, you are split into what are called camp chapters. So you would be, typically we could take enough people from Cardington that there's at least one other person from our chapter in your group, but you do everything with this camp chapter. So all of your activities you spend with them, and that's just a really cool stress-free way to meet people from other schools and make really cool friends from around the state. You do not stay in a cabin with those people. You do still stay with the same gender people from Cardington is where you sleep, but everything else is done with your camp chapter outside of free time. So there is free time built several times into each day where you can pick the activities that you're going to do, and you can do those with whoever you want. So for those of you who are like, Miss Wallet, I live and breathe by 4-H camp. FFA camp is like 4-H camp, but for big kids. So I want to tell you a little bit about some of the things that you have the opportunity to do while at camp. Like I said, it is on a 1,000-acre lake, so they have paddle boards, they have canoes, they have kayaks, and they have motorboats. All of those you are able to take out onto the lake without an adult, so you and your friends are in the boat on the lake and get to do those things. So they'll teach you how to use the boats first, but then in free times and stuff, you can just take the boat out on the lake, and I think that's pretty cool. There's also shooting ranges, so there are shotgun, rifle, and archery ranges, all of which there are people there who will teach you how to shoot if you want to learn. It's all very safe. All the guns are camp owned. And so that's an opportunity. If you like to shoot, you can go and do it there. If you want to learn how, it's a cool opportunity to do that as well. There is a high ropes course, so you can be hoisted about 60 feet into the air and do basically an in the air obstacle course. They also have low ropes in Adventure Valley, which is like a challenge by choice adventure course that you would do with your group. There's a sports tournament all week, so if you are like, Miss Wallet, I need my sports, they have a kickball tournament, basketball, cornhole, horseshoes, ping pong, softball, beach volleyball. There's a sand volleyball court there. There's human foosball. Like, there's all the things that you can do. So those you compete and see which group can win the most games. There's a water carnival where they literally spend a whole day just playing in the water and doing different games like that. They usually have a speaker. There's 2 dances. There's a dance on the first night when you know nobody, so it's kind of awkward, but it's really fun. And then there's a dance on the last night when you know everybody and you don't want to leave your camp friends. And so that's just kind of a big rager, but in a good way. There's a talent show, so if you have talents that you want to show off, you can do that there. The food is amazing. The kitchen mamas cook fantastic food, and they feed you 3 times a day. There's campfires every night. There's night games where they send you all up into the hills, and you play this giant game with the whole camp at night. There's an overnighter, so if you are a junior, they send you off to Hammock Village one night if it's something that you want to sign up for, and then you sleep in a hammock out in the woods with your friends, and they have a big campfire and y'all get to stay up and just hang out and do that. They have laser tag that you play through the woods. It's just an insane amount of cool things going on in the summer. The state officer team serves as the counselors for camp, so you get to hang out and build one-on-one connections with them. And it's truly just the most amazing time. Last year, I think we had 32 FFA members who went to FFA camp. And I would love to take that number, if not more, this year. We have no limit, so if you want to sign up to go to FFA camp and your parents are okay with it, then you will come. We do not do applications. I will take as many of you as possibly want to go. So it's a really cool experience that I think everybody should have. This year, since we're not in person, I do have a Google form that I would like for you to fill out. If you have questions about camp, please contact me. I would be happy to talk about it. I'm sporting my favorite, like I said, camp shirt today. Oh, they have pie in the eye. Like you get to pick somebody. If you donate to Children's Hospital, even like $1, you could put a pie, or like they dump slushies on the state officers. It's just so fun. But if you have questions about it, please contact me. I'd love to talk about it. There is a Google form that I would like for you guys to fill out. The first question is just yes or no. Would you like to go to camp this year? Do you not want to go to camp this year? That's what I need to know. That's why I need everybody to fill it out. There will be a small grade attached to just literally you completing it. So if you would do that for me, and then if you do click yes, there will be some other questions for you too. The cost of camp, I do want to talk about that. The ticket price on camp is $195 per person. However, we have never had Cardington students pay the full amount to go to camp. I think last year it was $130, and that is all inclusive. So you literally don't have to have any money for anything else when you're there. You can, but you don't have to. So it's the Farm Association, we work with them obviously to provide some different experiences. They run the farm out on the other side of town. They passed at their meeting this year to provide funding to help offset the cost of camp. So depending on how many people choose to go, will depend how much it will cost. If 3 of you sign up and we have that lump sum, you might not have to pay anything for camp. Last year, I think we were able to dock $50 or $60 off of everybody's camp cost. So thanks to the Farm Association. So please, if you'd like to sign up, we're not going to do any deposits right now, because if they do cancel it, then we'll want to be able to get that money. Like, you won't be responsible for it. They're not going to charge anything if you sign up and then they cancel the camp. So, but please do, if you check yes, please do see that as a commitment. And I'll plan for you to go. And then if you, I'll check back with those people late May and see where their heads are at. So, yeah, sign up for camp. There's a Google form. It's super easy to fill out. Just do that for me. If you have questions, contact me. And I'd love to spend a week with you in literally the happiest and prettiest place ever this summer.